Okay, so I just want to talk about building spreads and creating your own spreads. So it is fun to go ahead and use spreads that other people have made up, but sometimes it's really fun to make your own. And I like it too because it's like, it's a way to be super intuitive. So sometimes if I'm really wanting to know something very specific, I might decide beforehand what the different positions are going to be, and I really like to use index cards. It's so useful. But even, when I first started making up my own spreads, when I didn't have index cards, I would just write on a sheet of paper, several boxes. In each box I'd write what my intentions were for what each box was going to represent. And whatever I decided they were going to represent was what they were going to represent. And that served me really well, and I still do that like all the time. And also, since this is a very intuitive process, you technically don't even need to use a spread, right? If you feel very confident, you can just lay the cards down, and I do that all the time. Like, I don't put them in a spread. I'm just like, well, this means this and that means that, because it just like pours through. So the more you use your right brain intuitive mind, the easier it's gonna be. But it is still fun to use spreads, especially in the beginning. It's really good to do. So this is one that, one of the first ways I started branching out a little bit. It was the normal, past, present, future, right? And then up here I would put what's known. So what's known consciously in your mind or in your querent's mind, the person asking the question. And then under here would be what's hidden, right? So what's in that person's subconscious that they're not seeing. So I love card positions that are about, what's not known or what's not seen, or if it were seen, it would change everything. Like, I think that's fun. So this is a way to add another dimension to a card spread that you may want to try. So you can do the standard card spread that I talked about in the previous video. The one that I had learned from Colette Baron-Reid many years ago. And you can add a couple of cards if you want. You can add the what's known and then the what is hidden, okay? But only do that if you feel intuitively drawn to do so. You know what I mean? Sometimes I'll be in the middle of doing a reading and I'll have all the cards down and I'll be like, you know what? We need a card to tell us X. So it's whatever came in my head. We need a card to tell us what we're not seeing, what's kind of in our subconscious, right? And so that'll be my intention, and then I'll go through the cards and I'll find the card that represents that, and then I'll put that down and I'll be like, okay, so this card represents what's not known or what we're not seeing, and then I'll go into the energy of that card. So anytime you're doing a reading, if you intuitively feel to do something, do it. So yeah, this is a super right brain exercise and you can't get it wrong.